One of the advantages of living where we do is all the gorgeous places that we can go paint in. Today we are at Margaret Falls and Harold Park, and I will be doing a plein air painting with artist David Langvin. David Langvin has spent his entire lifetime doing beautiful landscapes.
Plein air painting is when an artist painter goes outside in nature to create paintings from nature. So being outside, observing light and color in nature and creating a painting that somehow reflects or gives an impression of nature. What motivates me to paint, that's not hard to do. I can't wait to see the painting come to life, so it's really easy for me to get in there. I've been painting since I was young, quite young, and as a kid I started painting and even doing commissions as a young kid. And professionally full-time painter for over 20 years now, I guess. Becoming an artist was an automatic decision for me, and a natural, automatic, organic. It's not being an artist would have been a difficult life decision. And I think anything else I would have done would have been more of a struggle. How has painting and being an artist affected my life? It's affected my life in every imaginable way. It's affected my relationships, always positive, because it's a positive career, because it's a happy thing to do, and people who collect or have art are happy, and it's a fun thing. Art and creativity enriches my life in just about every area of my life, I would think. It's hard for me to imagine what my life would be like without it. So I don't know how I could suggest that it isn't a part of every part of my life, and it affects my relationships. It affects the way I see the world, as all artists know, because you look at the world differently when you're an artist. I look at people differently. I look at them, and I sort of have an instinctive, and I don't know if I'd use the word creative, but a very sensitive approach to people and their energy, their personality. And I also look at them aesthetically and say, I wonder if that hairdo would work better. In fact, I think I would be a hairdresser if I wasn't an artist, because I think I could do that. I'd charge a lot though. It would be very expensive, and I'd have a waiting list, and I'd say, no, you're not getting a haircut from me. That's funny though, isn't it? The best part of working on the plein air painting was, well, the best part is being outside, and the weather's perfect, and it's nice, and the company's good. It was fun. The hardest part of doing this painting was, it's a complicated scene. A lake with the mountains and little trees in the front and a couple clouds. That's a no-brainer. It's a simple geometric composition, but in this scene we're dealing with a lot of, so you have to, the hardest part is to decide up front, what am I going to leave in and what am I going to take out, and how am I going to manage this so that I can convey a compelling composition, a dynamic composition without too much detail, but with enough information to say, okay, I get that. That's kind of a cool impression of the scene. We had time to do a plein air sketch today, and it's a sketch. I would call it more of an underpainting, because I got the sketch done and then I worked the underpainting, and the underpainting is about half done. And so I've established the main colors and the main framework of the composition, and also the main tonal values. So from there I'm going to be adding glazes and veils, and then at the very end adding more opaques and the darkest colors. So and because I've got the scene hardwired now, it's in my hard drive, so I'm going to take that home and finish the painting at home. So, and I think that's a common thing for a lot of plein air painters is they'll do plein air sketches or underpaintings on site and then take it home and work it at home or use it as a sketch to create a larger painting.
It always fascinates me when I paint with other artists. The paintings turn out beautiful, of course, just like the process. But what I find truly interesting is how different each painting turns out, despite the fact that we're in the same location, same time of day, using the same kind of paints, with the same canvas, and yet they are different. I think each individual perceives the world uniquely, and it is the artist's job to interpret that process. I'm Karla Pearce, and thanks for watching.